These are the 5 reasons why your hip mobility is still trash. So the first reason is a lot of the hip mobility you're doing has no integration with the foot on the ground. Your hip interacts with gravity much differently when your foot is actually on the ground, and that connection and co-contraction between the muscles from the foot to the knee, to the hip, to the pelvis, to the spine is very important. So if all the hip mobility you've been doing is on the ground, it's really not that big of a surprise that you might be losing it or not maintaining it well, or not having it carry over to especially things like sports, running, and other activities where, spoiler alert, your foot's on the ground. The second reason is there's really no effort or loading. Just passively stretching or not adding any load to a lot of the dynamic movements you're doing, just not enough stimulus to create a long-term adaptation. So we really need to make sure that either you're trying really hard, creating a lot of tension, or there's mechanical tension being provided by an external load. The third reason is you're not really respecting positioning. So while a lot of mobility training says there is no good posture, your next posture is the best one, if you do your mobility training in a really shitty position at your midline, it's gonna be really hard to be strong, organized, and load the correct tissue. So while there might not be a best posture, respecting your positioning will have a huge effect on your overall mobility outcomes. The fourth reason is you're just not consistent enough, or you haven't really trained for a long duration. We meet all kinds of people whose hips have been terrible for 10 years, but somehow expect that within 4 weeks, you're gonna have these crazy changes. Long-term changes and adaptations take time. A few breathing drills might open up space, but to truly change on a tissue and a neurological level to where you can hop out of bed and just use it, that's gonna take a lot of time. I would start to think about yourself in 12-week blocks and really progress over time. And don't be afraid to set a long-term goal that lasts as long as a year. Number 5 is not utilizing strength training. We meet so many people that want to improve their mobility and they take a year off of strength training, cardio, sports, and just do mobility training. While their mobility might increase, they oftentimes get deconditioned and lose a lot of strength in the process. The key is using specific strength exercises, meeting you exactly where you are currently, to not only maintain strength, but gain strength. I know that list resonated with you, especially when thinking back over how you've been approaching your training as of late. It's okay, we got the solution for you. We have our total body mobility and our Training for Life programs that are available right now. You can even start for free, and it's only $1 a day. All 5 of those qualities are integrated in both programs. Link below. We'll see you on the inside.